Hi everyone, Dr. Grauman here, and welcome to English 1105, Workplace Writing. I'm excited to get to know you all more over the coming weeks, and I'm especially excited for us to learn more about this really important but undervalued area of writing, writing in the workplace. I want to start by going over some statements that I find students usually agree with, at least at the beginning of classes like this. We'll talk a little bit about each of them. Are these statements facts or are they myths? Okay, first one. The most important thing that my future employers want me to learn is X skill. So, whatever skill is important to your industry or career path. They don't care about my writing. Is this a fact or a myth? Well, this is mostly a myth. Of course, your future employers are going to care that you can do the skills in your profession. If you're going to be an accountant, you need to know how to use Excel, you have to understand how taxes work, and so on, obviously. But that does not mean that your writing skills just get a free pass. Your future employers are going to definitely care about how well you can write. And that brings us to our next statement. So, once I get through this English class, I'm never going to have to write again. Is this a fact or a myth? This particular myth is very ultra mega wrong. No matter what profession you go into, you're going to need to be able to write well for the work that you're going to do. I'll give you an example. So, my dad was a truck driver for 30 years, and he now teaches truck driving at a community college. His students are always shocked that they're going to have to complete daily truck driving logs, which includes clearly identifying the number of hours they've driven, the number of hours they've slept, and reporting any major incidents like breakdowns or accidents. So, in your professional futures, you're also very likely to regularly compose things like emails, reports, presentations, all things all things in which your success is going to hinge on your writing abilities. Okay, next one. Workplace writing is all about being short and sweet. I can do that. Is this a fact or a myth? So, you've probably caught on to the trend by now. This is also a myth. Almost all workplace writing should be concise, but concise does not always mean short. And sometimes the most concise that something can be, while also being complete and accurate, is not actually very short. And it's almost always harder to communicate an idea in as few words as possible than it is to use a lot of sentences or a lot of paragraphs. So it's not actually very easy to write short things, and it's not easy to write concise things. So we've got all these kind of myths about workplace writing that we might have entered this class with. And so what we're going to be doing in this class is working on addressing these myths and learning more about what good workplace writing is, and also what makes it important. So some of the big things that make workplace writing important are all listed here. We'll start with saving time. So good workplace writing will save people time. So think about this. Have you ever gotten a text from someone that led to maybe some sort of misunderstanding? Maybe you had to send several more texts in order to clarify where you were meeting or when or what you were going to be doing when you get there. That original text, although it was probably short, wasted time, your time and the receiver's time, because it just wasn't as clear as it should have been to start. Workplace writing, good workplace writing, should save time. Most things that save time in the workplace also save money. If you don't need to send multiple emails to clarify things to a particular group, that frees up your time and theirs to work on other projects, thereby increasing productivity. So, good workplace writing is also ethical workplace writing, which saves money in terms of avoiding things like lawsuits or customer complaints as well. That brings us to the final point here. Good workplace writing builds goodwill. You always want others to think well of you and the organization that you represent. And every time you write something, whether it's to an audience of coworkers, supervisors, or customers, you have the chance to continue building that goodwill, that good image of yourself and of the company, or you have the chance to erode it. So, to conclude, This class is all about improving your abilities to write in the workplace. This kind of work is going to be important to you, regardless of the particular profession you're choosing to pursue. Good workplace writing can set you apart from other potential applicants or employees and gives you the chance to help save you and your company time and money, as well as build goodwill. If you have any questions about this slideshow, don't hesitate to reach out to me, and I'll talk with you more in the next video.